This video is about an app that I'm in love with at the moment called FREEDOM.TO, and it is an app that blocks the whole internet basically. And yeah, so I'm going to explain the features of it and why I think it's so great, and then I'm going to explain how I'm using it myself. So yeah, first of all, the reason I love this is because it really aligns with what's important to me. My word for 2021 is samadhi, which is a word from my meditation practice, which it means concentration of the mind or focus of the mind. And so that's kind of what I'm working on this year. And what I the world that we live in is basically your attention is currency. So we know everything is trying to pull our attention. Netflix things rolling into the next one. Suggested next video on YouTube just rolls on, or Facebook and Instagram, all those things. Everything's just trying to keep your attention, because where your attention is equals where more advertising dollars or euros will be spent, equals big business, So yeah, your attention is currency. And there's something really interesting I came across last year, which is called the attention resistance movement. I came across it from Cal Newport, who wrote the book called Deep Work, which is about concentrating deeply and producing very valuable stuff rather than the shallow, fleeting kind of things that characterizes how things are right now. Okay, so get to the point. The point is, this app that I am now in love with is called FREEDOM.TO, and FREEDOM.TO basically, and it is €2 a month, or else you can buy it a lifetime one for like €60 or something. But anyway, you can use it for 7 times for free. And what it does is you put it on your phone and on your computer, and then if you want to limit, for example, the time you spend on social media, you can basically set times that you can use it between, and then it blocks it all the other times. And like, you can try and do sneaky things like I did, like go on a different browser. It still blocks it. It's great. It's like your lower level self and your higher level self who decided things in advance. You can't really outsmart yourself, so that's good. Okay, so it blocks. You can set lists of things you want to block. So, for example, I have enabled so that the internet completely basically cuts off for me at 9 p.m. On my phone and on the computer. And I've allowed myself after that time to be able to still access my Google Calendar to actually know what's the next day in case I haven't looked properly, and my list, and my, I want to say MP3 player, what is it? My audio player kind of thing, so that I can listen to some of the meditation books I listen to sometimes in the evenings. And you could also allow yourself whatever, Spotify, and I made phone calls and WhatsApp. So those are the things that I still enable after 9 p.m. and I aspire to kind of cut it off at 8 p.m. And I also have most of the internet blocked in the mornings as well before 8:30. So yeah, that's been quite great for me, because sometimes I get so in the flow of doing something, or I'm like, just one more thing, and then it just cuts off in the middle of doing something, and I laugh every time because I'm just so glad, but I'm also really frustrated, but there's still nothing I can do about it. So that's blocking the whole internet. You can also just pick specific lists. For example, social media can be blocked between certain hours. There's also a Chrome extension, so if you're using Chrome browser, which you can just make yourself have a limit for the amount of Instagram or whatever you want, and then it will cut off after that. So that's pretty cool too. I'm just experimenting with that now at the moment. There's another Chrome extension, which basically just means, yeah, it's on Google Chrome browser, you know. Another Chrome extension which is called Insight, which tells you how much time you've spent on the different websites that week. And the other thing is called Pause, which means that if I want, I can set whenever I go on Facebook, there could be a 60-second pause before it allows it to open, which, you know, can help you to break that twitch from when you're actually trying to, whatever you're doing, whatever you're trying to distract yourself from, you will have to sit for example, a minute before you could do it. And probably by then you'll be like, no, I actually don't want to go onto Facebook, and you'll X out of it, you know. So yeah, it has different ways of working, but being honest, the way I'm just using it now is cutting off the whole thing in the evening and the morning, and I'm just having social media. I think anything that I need to do for my business, I should be able to do within an hour max. That's all I'm willing to spend at the very max. And to be honest, it's ending up being a lot less at the moment. I'll talk about that another time. But yeah, that is it. What when you go on a website that you've blocked or whatever, then it says you are free, go do what matters. And I think that's so nice. It just comes up and it's a green kind of screen, and it feels so nice because you're like, yeah, that's true. And what it's meant for me is that in the evenings, like, I'm, as I said, hoping to do it from 8 p.m. onwards, but it's just meaning I'm kind of winding down earlier, and I'm kind of sleeping earlier and sleeping better because I'm not using the internet basically. And in the morning as well, I mean, it's really good for your morning routine, for example. So yes, that is my thing to tell you. I have a link below this video. It is an affiliate link, which means that it will cost you the same amount, but they'll give me some credit or something if for people who sign up through my link. I don't know, but let's see. So yeah, if you want to try it out anyway, you get 7 goals for free. I think it's amazing. I could talk about it all day, but I won't. I'll go now. If you want to continue to get watch my videos, and then subscribe and join my email list where I send out a weekly email. Yeah, that's it. Take care.